Well, hello everyone. So, this is the same day that I bought all the storage units. And on the way to a storage unit, I stopped at a garage sale and bought some stuff. And I figured I'd just let you know the stuff that I bought at the garage sale. So, we got a Walmart Cranbrook and then a Schwinn bicycle. The Schwinn's going to need new tires. It seems to be everything good. Cranbrook might end up becoming parts. So, now I'm going to tell you everything I'm about to show you. I bought it all for $165. So, but I got these two bikes here. The Schwinn, I think I can get 50, 60 bucks out of it. Cranbrook, maybe 30 once I, put some new tires on it, which I have a bunch of tires. This fan right here, this is for the warehouse. I'm going to put it up in the back corner. But this is a wall mounted 20-inch fan. It oscillates back and forth. These retail for 150 bucks. So I ended up getting this for 40 out of the 65. These I bought for $5 a piece. Now, well, hold on a second. And just so you know, all the people that go here, there's a stop sign right there. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what y'all doing. Anyways, so where are we at? We're at 50 bucks for all the other stuff. So I paid 115 for everything else, which I think I'm going to do okay on. So there's a lot of randomness. I know it's going to take a little while to sell, but we'll see what happens. So I found this late 70s, early 80s little luggage bag. It was kind of cute, so I bought it. Got a brass spittoon. This artwork here, I don't know what it is. I don't know. I doubt that says Picasso, but it's 12/28/61, and they're writing it as if it's from Europe. So maybe it's European. I don't know, but that's the name there. That's the art. If you guys, I'll look it up later. But if you guys want to look it up, maybe I got something, maybe I didn't. I do have a lot of people that like to buy owl stuff, so I always keep owls. I even found a duck here. Whoops. Yeah, this one is Napco. So I think I remember seeing that a long time ago. This is from the 70s, 80s, but this is a snail incense burner. Got this little random container. I don't know if that's worth any money, but I think it's from Dutch or Holland. Yeah, it's Dutch. This dog here was quite interesting. I think it had there's a date on the bottom. I couldn't quite read it, but I think it's 1961, which kind of correlates with the picture there. This cute little random lamp, it looks like it might have got squished, but I'm going to see if I can squeeze it this way, square it back up. And then some Coors handkerchiefs that's never been opened. So interesting. Now all this glassware and all this glassware here was all in the box. They're like, just take it. So I'm going to make some sets, put them up for $5, And a little wind chime here. I don't know why, but I love bookends. And I found these, and they had the little, door knockers on it. And I was like, okay, I think I paid $2 for them. Stamped aluminum serving tray. In the box of all the free stuff, there's all these shot glasses here. There's also, that container there has a bunch of spoons in it. I don't think any are silver, but it's like the little baby collectible spoons. Game of password here. I've been to their garage sale before. They have I bought a bunch of vintage games from them. I bought this one here. Cake dishes are selling pretty good right now. They're selling $10, $15. So I've been picking these up for a couple of bucks whenever I see them because they're easy flips. These, I believe, are from the 60s. Is Art Mark. Made in Japan, but sold through Chicago, Illinois. They're little salt and pepper shakers, and I got some very vintage, the plastic is dry rotted, but everything else, some Lincoln Logs, I don't know what they're worth, but, of course, Fenton. I got some hobnail lamps. This is Westmoreland ashtray. I believe that is too. I believe this is Westmoreland. Got some Topsa lamps so I could sell them as repair parts. Not quite a ball jug, but it has a nice red glass, and I don't think it's that old, but still I've been selling a lot of pictures too. In fact, over there in the corner right there, I got, I've been selling like glass pictures, glass cake stands. It seems to be coming back. It's not back, but it is starting to kind of tweak back a little bit. Couple of really unique milk glass. You know, these are hobnail with a star pattern, a little creamer and sugar, another little creamer sugar. Of course, a little chicken thing that was in the last video. What else we got here? A little butter tray. This is a little snack tray. Where was this? Hold on, let me get this here. Yeah, this had an interesting name on it. Yeah, it's Durwood WS George, you know. But I don't know if it's worth money. I saw it. It was different. A lot of times I'll go to a flea market or garage sale and I'll just buy shit and hope to make money, which, like I said, I paid $165. The fan itself is one I've been thinking about buying, you know. So if you figure $150 for the fan, that means I got everything else for 15 bucks. So that's the way I'm looking at it. That's how I'm doing my hustler math, you know, to make everything work in my head. This one here was a pretty nice piece. It has a number on it, you know, as far as it looks like it's part of a collection. Yeah, I think it's $4 or $5. I don't know. And then this is Blue Willow, and I've never seen the kind of the odd square shape. So let's back up. We got some wildflower Cornyware in the box. I don't think I've seen a box since the 80s. And then underneath it, I got the Skadoodle, which is in there. It seems, it's used, but it seems like everything's working. I actually had one of these as a kid. I love these things. So hopefully it works, and I'll be able to play around with it a little bit. And then I've been finding like the brush, the mirror, the comb, little sets, and they've been selling this little, this goes on top of a vanity. You got your little, you know, jewelry box, and you got your mirrored, you know, your little tissue box. These have been selling pretty good, so I'm probably going to get like 15 out of that. Got this very unique inlay, you know, box here. You know, it's $5-10. These I can get at least $1 a piece. I do want to look this one up because it's like a metal pewter, and it stands up on its head. It's Jägermeister. So, and I've been getting a lot of flasks. In fact, oh crap, it's over here. But I don't know if you can see it, but there's one that's in the back there, and that's a silver-plated flask from the early 1900s. I think it's Prohibition era. So I've been getting some cool stuff. But all this here, everything on this table, which you got Fenton, you got Hobnail, you got some various, you got Blue Willow, Cornyware, a lot of alcohol-related, you know, alcohol advertising glasses. This one here is Stoli. I think that's a wine. I'm going to get all this stuff cleaned up, look it up later. All the yellow stuff, I'm going to bundle that up as a container sell it for $5. All the other clear ones, I'm going to put them together for $5. So, and I'm going to look all this stuff up. You know, that's kind of the wild card, the art there. And, but everything else, I pretty much know what I'm going to sell it for. So, and like I said, the big thing was a fan. I picked it up for $40, so, you know, but it's everywhere I look, it's $150. So figure even on, if I found it on sale for $100, it means everything here. Like I said, I'll probably get close to 100 once I'm going to spend probably about 2 hours getting new wheels, new tires, new inner tubes in them, and just get them all straightened up. And if for some reason, like the Cranbrook, if that doesn't work, I'm going to strip it or put the whole thing on here, say here's a bunch of parts for 10-20 bucks, you know. But people buy bikes for parts all the time. Now, all the stuff, this table here, and this table here, was all the stuff in the van. I will be going through this probably later on tonight. I'm just going to go home, take a break. I forgot to bring my waters with me, so I got to get my cooler, and I actually had to buy a drink this morning, which I don't like doing. I don't like spending $3 on one drink. But I'm going to be going through all this stuff here. This is a little haul that I did from Salvation Army. I told you guys probably 2 weeks ago. I still haven't got to it. And then there's another garage sale where I bought another box of stuff, which I'm going to make another video on that. So, oh, I tell you, out of all this stuff, there's one other thing. Found this hobnob Libby, brand new, So again, I don't know what it's worth. I don't know if it's worth $5 or 25. I don't know. Hell, it might be worth 500. But again, I'm going to go through. I'm going to look up all this stuff. A lot of my pricing. Let's say I look up this piece here, which I'm not 100% sure this is fitting. I think it is. It's a fitting. I believe it's called hobnail. But if I'm wrong, correct me in the comments. But the only reason I'm saying is because I don't remember fitting. Let me turn it around here. Having that line at the bottom. I'm not saying it doesn't. I just don't remember seeing it. So I'm going to do a little bit of more research. These here, I'm not sure exactly who made them. But they're not new. Nothing. In fact, everything that they pull out of this place is from the 60s to 80s. I mean, other than the fan, which he actually took that out of his pickup and put it out there. And I'm like, I'm probably going to buy that. He had another one, but it was banged up, and it was one of the floor mounts. And I just don't want anything on the floor. I already have the one hidden behind there, which I did end up fixing it yesterday. So it's back working again. But it eats up a lot of floor space. So this one here, I'm going to mount it up to the wall in that corner, and I'm just going to have it blow this way from that corner. So this is a perfect addition to the warehouse. And yeah. So, but I'm going to spend a little bit of time. I'm going to look up some of this stuff. I'm going to price a lot of it. I got to get it up on the shelves. And then a lot of this stuff here is just random crap that was in the way. A lot of this is going to end up either in the auto mechanic spot. I got my one room for mechanic stuff, and then I have the one truck that has all the hardware. A lot of these random tools are going to get a price and go right on the shelf. So, but my home decor shelf needs to be reset because it's already full, and I'm going to be adding a little bit to it. So, basically I wanted this little path right here so I could take all this, get it over there, get it priced, get it on the shelf, and we'll go from there. But and the lights are off, so if it's a little dark, I apologize. It's kind of nice being in here, and it's just not blazingly bright. But next Friday's garage sale is going to be quite insane. But let me make some room, and then I'm going to show you all the other stuff I bought. The other one was a lady I go to quite often. She has garage sales, and all her clothing's $2 a piece. And she usually has brand new clothing, which I bought some brand new clothing. So, but anyways, thank you very much for watching. Like, comment. If you know about anything here, if I don't know about a certain name, please comment below. I can always use more education. I do not know everything. I just know some things. All the stuff I don't know, my sister knows. So, she's the one who got the looks and the brains for some reason. But, I got all the weight. So I got her there. But anyways, again, thank you very much for watching. We got some more videos coming up of storage units I bought, another garage sale I've been to. And next week, I'm looking at buying an entire house. So, we'll see what happens there. I don't want to, but it's there. It's available. We'll see what happens. Peace, love, money. I'm out.